today we are bringing to our listeners 5 reasons you need to know your credit score.
Okay, so I know a few of them, but I want to see what you got here.
Perfect. You might add to the 5, hey?
I wouldn't go that far, but sure, let's go with that.
Oh, so credit scores, I mean, they're used to judge pretty much everything. If you want to rent something, of course, they're going to do a credit score. Even getting a job. So a reasonable person, likelihood of repaying a loan, everything has to do around that credit score. And the interesting thing is those who keep the credit scores, they're all third party, we all have a credit score, and it's out there. So you got to know it. And we have the right to know it. Without having to pay it dinging your credit score, you are allowed to check your credit. And it is a very good thing to do. They actually have something where you can get a monthly enrollment, and they'll keep you alerted if anybody uses or checks your credit score or anything. So it's a good idea, maybe if you're trying to build your credit score, to do that for a few months, watch your credit score, watch it build up, and stay accountable to build it up if you need to, because really we need it for so many things in life. So if the score falls below 760, it's time to start improving it. So these are 5 reasons to monitor the credit score. Number 1, saving money on insurance. The credit score can impact how much you pay for your home and auto insurance. Some people may not even know that, but it's true. Your credit score will help you get better rates in more ways than one. Number 2, helps to get a job. So employers will probably look at the full credit report, which is used to calculate the score. So sometimes, we can do criminal checks. Well, credit scores are important as well. And yes, sometimes employers, especially big corporations, they will look up your full credit report. Number 3, qualifying for better credit cards. We don't want bad debt, but guess what? Having a credit card, using it and paying it off every month actually builds your credit score. It's actually a good thing, and you want to do that. A lot of people think I'm just going to pay cash for everything. I'm not going to have any loans whatsoever. But then if they do need a loan one day, when they do go for that mortgage, when they do need that line of credit, guess what? They're going to check your credit score, and you don't have a credit score if you haven't ever used credit. So make sure you use it properly, though. Pay it off every month. And there's so many places where you actually need a credit card to actually even pay for something. So, but just pay it off every month. Number 4, helps to find a home. Of course, but credit scores greatly impact the ability to secure any kind of loan, including the biggest loan we usually ever get as human beings, which is our mortgages, which is also usually the biggest equity builder and the biggest investment we ever make. So credit scores, again, so important. Number 5, protection from identity theft. That's why you want to keep an eye on your credit score as well. Not only the accountability to build it, but also to protect it from identity theft. So have you ever lost a wallet? Curtis, have you ever lost your wallet?
Yes, many, many years ago, before I had anything with credit. I was like 17, 18, and I lost it. So I didn't have any credit cards or anything, but I still lost my license and my bank card, and I think I had like $10 in it. And when you're 17, that's pretty much the most money you ever have in your wallet. So I was pretty upset about it, but somebody found it and did the right thing and tracked it down and dropped it off at my house for me. But still, it was about 24 hours of going, I lost my license, I lost my bank card. What am I going to do?
It is, oh my gosh, it's overwhelming thinking of everything you have to do if you lost your wallet. Richard's lost his wallet a couple times, I have to say. Once it was retrieved, like yours, thank goodness. But the other time, no. It was taken and it was used. And yes, he had some identity theft happening. So that was not fun.
Who steals a musician's identity? That isn't going to help you.
Right?
That's going to work against you. You might get arrested.
Oh, my goodness.
Somebody could be getting in trouble for something that Richard did 30 years ago now.
Right. But yeah, that's one thing we did was we were checking his credit score to see and watch it, and we actually put he was on alert. So anytime and you can actually be on alert where anytime somebody tries to use your credit card or anything, they call you first. So sometimes that can help. But yeah, so identity theft. I mean, even if a score, and you'll never believe, the average score will it's actually, the FICO scores range from 350 to 850, and under 850 is considered poor credit, and 740 or higher is considered very good. I'll break it down in a little bit, but you'll never believe, I have it is rare when you find somebody with 900 and above. I mean, this is so rare. I have a client who has, I think it was 930 or 900, and they were just telling me last week they have such good credit. But an exceptional credit, they say, is 800 to 850. That's an exceptional credit. Very good credit is 740 to 799. Good credit is 670 to 739. Fair credit is 580 to 669, and then poor credit is under 580. So that gives some clue into the credit score. So yeah, keep an eye on it. I mean, if you want to pay that, I don't know what it is, $20 a month or something like that, and you can actually be alerted and keep an eye on it and look at it as many times as you want, and it doesn't ding your credit. Oh, and the other thing is, so many places, you go to a furniture store and you put it on a loan or whatnot. A lot of times they don't remove it from your credit, and it should be removed once you paid it off, or they don't report things correctly, or they don't update correctly. So it is really important to have a look at your credit and check it and take the time to apply to make things right if it's wrong.
It's funny you should say that, because when we just bought our house and we did our credit check, my credit was okay. It was good. It was fine. But there was a credit card showing up there that I paid off like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And canceled.
Yeah. And sometimes they just forget, don't take the time, don't want to pay the money to take the time to do it. But yeah, it helps though, 'cause clean it up, right?